Hey, everybody, I'm coming to you today from New York City. I'm up here doing some stuff, actually near the airport, so if you hear airplanes in the background, that's because I'm at the airport. And right now, they're in the middle of a big mayoral election, one you should pay attention to. You're probably wondering, well, why? If I don't live in New York City, why do I care about their mayoral election? Well, it's the number one city in the United States. They set a lot of precedents here. A lot of other cities follow in their footsteps, so there are some things going on that you might want to pay attention to. I've made some notes, so if you see me looking down, that's why. I'm going to tell you a lot of things you should care about in today's real story. Here's some headlines. New York City mayor candidate pitches largest guaranteed income program in the United States. New York mayoral candidate proposes pandemic-era monthly checks to end homelessness. Now you may be thinking, hey, I want to move to New York City. No, not yet. Speaker Adrienne Adams to propose basic income for homeless children. Look, many issues in New York's mayoral race are bigger than just New York City. Immigration, anti-Semitism, education, these things have an impact on what happens across the country. Now, Adrienne Adams wants to provide guaranteed income for thousands of homeless families. You think, well, they're homeless. Give them a hand. Okay, I got it. Here's her plan. Monthly checks, no strings attached, just free money. Begins with a one-time stipend of $2,500, then monthly payments over 3 years. Did you hear what I said? 3 years, starts at $1,000 a month, decreasing to $500 a month. Now, this would be the most extensive guaranteed income program in the country. And here's what she says. These investments won't just help people, they'll save the city money by reducing shelter costs and easing pressure on our overwhelmed social safety net. Really? Well, if that sounds too good to be true, let's look at what research says about these. There are similar programs all over the country. And here's the definition of guaranteed income. Regular, unrestricted cash payments to supplement individuals. No strings attached, and this is aimed at reducing poverty and inequality. And as of January 24, there were 155 guaranteed income initiatives in 35 states. Did you know that? Most programs give $500 to $1,000 a month. Programs last anywhere from 1 to 3 years. And they usually are targeted at a specific group, like Tacoma, Washington, single-income households with disabled children, Durham, North Carolina, and Gainesville, Florida, formerly incarcerated people. So if you've been to jail, you get out, they'll give you some money to get on your feet. Newark, New Jersey, residents with income below 200% of the federal poverty line. So if you're not making twice as much as poverty, they'll give you a little boost. New York City has an existing program already called the Bridge Project for pregnant women. $2,500 up front, followed by $1,000 a month for 15 months, and then $500 a month for the next 21 months. Similar to what Adrienne Adams is proposing now. Does it seem absurd to be giving away money with no accountability? Nobody needs to tell you what they're doing with it. There's no reporting. There's no requirements. You don't need to be looking for a job. You don't need to show what you're doing with the money. Well, I'm going to practice what I preach, so I'm going to work really hard to look at the other side, because it is the other side, because I do think it's absurd. I think it doesn't help. So let's look at the arguments for guaranteed money. A study at Columbia University says an income guarantee of $250 a month for adults and children can reduce poverty by 40%. Now, it is Columbia University, and they're very left-wing, pretty close to socialism. Stanford University says 80% of guaranteed income is usually spent on everyday items like food and household goods, utilities, transportation, and housing, which means people obviously needed it. They're spending it on basics. Chicago Community Trust did a study and said people that get this money are arrested less often, they're booked less often, there are fewer convictions. Advocates say that a guaranteed income helps people get back to work. It provides funds for care and education. There's less stress, better well-being. And there's a huge study by Open Research that says 3,000 participants, $1,000 a month with no strings attached. They took better jobs, went back to school, even started opening businesses. Sounds pretty rosy, right? Look, no matter how flat you make a pancake, it's got two sides. So let's just take a look at the other side, because you can't believe every study that says free money is wonderful. So here are the arguments against it. Why go to work? I mean, if you're getting free money, why work for money? You have a choice. You can work for money or get free money. What are you going to do? A 3-year study of 3,000 people in Illinois and Texas said that those that got guaranteed income atop other public benefits work less and were less likely to work at all, and their household incomes fell. The same study, free money didn't make people healthier. They didn't sleep more. They didn't exercise more. There were more hospital and emergency room visits. And by the way, who pays for this? You want to take a guess? You do. You pay for it. I pay for it. There is some private funding, but not much. Real radicals say tax the rich, let them pay for it. In 2019, Andrew Yang was running for president. He proposed $12,000 a year to every American 18 years or older. Seriously? That would have cost $2.8 trillion. Are you surprised he didn't get elected? That's more than Social Security and Medicare programs at the time if you combined them. They had a program in Houston that was guaranteeing money. The Texas AG sued them over that, said it was a socialist experiment carried out by progressive Democrats. During COVID, the feds paid out $5.5 trillion. $4.4 trillion of it went into savings or checking accounts. People didn't spend it, which meant they didn't need it, but it was paid out anyway. Look, you can always find an argument to support your side of things. It's called confirmation bias. You look far enough, you're going to find something that supports what you say, what you want to believe. But there's a difference between a hand up and a hand out. Giving somebody a hand up, they're going to get to work. You're going to give them a boost. You're going to give them something to build on. It's the old proverb, give a man some fish, he'll eat tonight. Teach him to fish, he'll eat the rest of his life. I believe in a meritocracy. You don't need free government money with no expectancies. You don't solve money problems with money. You solve money problems with different attitudes, different motivations, getting people to approach their problems with a different mindset. And the whole point of this is self-image, self-esteem, belief in yourself. When people earn something, they have pride in it. When they accomplish something, they have pride in themselves. When you give them something and they didn't earn it, when they get something for free, what are they proud of? What did they achieve? How can they feel better about who they are when they didn't do anything to get what they now have? That doesn't help their mental health. It doesn't help their self-esteem. They don't attribute to themselves the ability to conquer the obstacles put in front of them. I say you give them money and you cheat them out of their self-esteem, their self-worth, and their well-being. That is not helping them long-term in their life. Do people sometimes need a hand up? Do they sometimes need short-term support? Of course they do, but only if it helps them get on their feet and stand on their own 2 feet. And in my opinion, that's the real story. Wherever you're getting the real story, make sure you subscribe and follow. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Dr. Phil here. My network, Merit TV, has it all.
Now, let me blow your mind.
Merit TV's got the news that matters.
The selection of a new pope.
Entertainment you crave.
Busted.
Everybody in good mood today?
And live events.
Surprise.
What am I, chopped liver?
With serious punch.
Big shot.
Go to merittv.com and download the Merit TV app today.
With so much going on in your life, it can be easy to neglect your diet. Balance of Nature fruits and veggies supplements have 31 ingredients made from fruits and vegetables. They're a fast and simple way to get a wide and colorful variety that fits right into your busy schedule. Just 3 fruits and 3 veggies supplements daily with some water. That's it. Whether you're off to spend time with your grandchildren or on your favorite hike, you can rely on these convenient supplements to be there every step of the way. Start your journey with Balance of Nature. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com to get a free fiber and spice supplement, plus 35% off your first preferred set as a new preferred customer with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code Dr. Phil. That's DRPHIL.